Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Rift News, the only show on the internet that shows you tiny floating donuts before you learn something new. Look at them go! We got a bunch of teasers happening this week, so let's get it on. But before that, of course, let's start with live stuff. When it comes to skins, High Noon went live, just like Immortal Journey. No, not the classic 1999 point-and-click adventure The Longest Journey. Immortal Journey is a name Riot has given to the Divine Sword series, which I don't understand. Why don't they just call it Divine Sword? It could be because Talon is called Enduring Sword. Thanks for ruining everything again, Talon. And as it is every time these days, if you pay some extra RP you will also get a border, which quite frankly it should be free for early adopters of these skins, shouldn't it? Especially when the skins alone are 1350 RP. But if you want the border, you have to buy the bundle which gives you the skin, the border that you want, and an icon that you will never use. And all of that is for 1900, so you're basically paying nearly the price of another skin. Yeah, I'm not a fan. But what I am a fan of are the results of the Dark Star Cho'Gath charity. If you don't remember, Dark Star Cho'Gath is a Hextech skin that was initially available for RP, with all the proceeds going to different charities. And now, when the skin became unavailable again, the results were revealed. In total, Riot raised over $6.1 million, which, let's be honest, is a sum that will be beneficial to any charity. Now, if you play on live servers and you don't spam Nexus Blitz for some reason, you may be interested in the changes that are being tested for Summoner's Rift. Riot wants to prolong laning phase and let players enjoy staying in lane for a bit longer. That way you can enjoy Zoe as an opponent even more. The way they want to achieve it is by giving turrets 5 tiny bonus shields. Every time you burn through one of these shields, you'll get some XP and gold as a reward. However, all the shields will disappear around the 10-minute mark, which means that if you don't destroy the shields, you will lose all the bonuses. So in other words, attacking turrets in laning phase will still be beneficial, but it won't make you push through the first turrets. So if anything, snowballing champions might get even more time to snowball. Now, let's have a look at the new teasers. First of all, earlier last week the narrative team at Riot held a PAX panel, and there they revealed a lot of fun new information. For example, we can expect a lot more story behind the Blessed Isles and what happened there before the Ruined King arrived. This could also mean that Mordekaiser might get a story update, because his skull played a big role there. On top of that, we learned that Ezreal's visual update will also bring new stories with it. They also revealed that Riot is working on a champion that might be really close to a Pure Vastaya. This would fit with the flower theme showed on the roadmap, so I think this confirms who will be the next champion. Later we also learned that they are working on Kayle and Morgana and that a comic artist might be involved, which means that it is highly likely that we will get a comic about Kayle and Morgana. As a bonus, they also teased that there might be a longer comic series in the future. Maybe we will even get a comic book one day. If you are interested in the entire PAX panel, we have a video that summarizes what happened there. The second big teaser, which might be revealed by the time we actually release this video, is this clip. Some people say that this could be Jinx's sister, which I would be happy if that was the case. At least we would know that it is not Vi. But there are a couple of reasons why I believe it is a Jinx skin. Every time Riot releases a skin, they need to make sure it has a similar outline to the champion's original looks. This way you won't confuse champions if they wear different skins. Here this person has the classic front hair flap and 2 pigtails just like Jinx, even though the second pigtail might be a cable. They wouldn't make a second champion, even if it was Jinx's sister, that would have similar features because it would be very easy to confuse the two in-game. And let's be honest, that would be horrible. So this one has to be a skin. We also learned that Riot is working on a Vastayan champion, so what are we even discussing? Okay, no. Alright, okay, this is me from the future. And the reveal actually came, so we now know what this is. And let me tell you, wow! It happened! Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting PvE game mode. This is not a drill, this is everything I ever wanted in League, and I hope Riot will support this a little bit more than all the other game modes. Again, I cannot believe we are actually getting a PvE game mode that is in sci-fi fantasy of League of Legends, with all the favorite champions, and I will list them in a second, but you can tell from my voice that I am really excited. This will be amazing, there's so much potential in this. I just hope Riot will not screw this up, because wow! Alright, so this is a game mode called Odyssey. I will play the full trailer in a second, but I quickly wanna say that there will be skins for Kayn, and that is a legendary skin, also Jinx, Yasuo, Malphite, Sona, and Ziggs. Again, it's a freaking sci-fi fantasy in League of Legends, it's PvE, it's all I ever wanted. So why don't we have a look at the new trailer while I calm down and I give the word back to my past self. I'll see you on the other side.
Happy birthday, big guy! Just a sec. There. Hey, dummy. Did you ever dream of a life among the stars? Well, now you can live that dream aboard our magnificent ship, the Morning Star! Let's meet the crew. First up is Malphite, big boy with a heart of gold. We're still working on his temper. Then there's Yasuo, our captain. Nothing faces this guy. Watch. Heads up! And finally, me. Jinx, your trusty pilot. I also like spotted stuff! But wait, there's more. We do all kinds of junk, like recreational activities, hands-on medical training, and team-building exercises. Oh, here's the best part. This beautiful and psychotic assassin wants to annihilate our entire crew. Here's a little mess if you left us.
You took what is mine. I will find her, and I...
So cool. So, consider this your invite to join the greatest crew in the galaxy. The only question now is what are you waiting for? No, come on! No. So, kid, what do you say?
Next up, we need to mention the new League Partner Program. It's a new way of Riot helping League content creators. The main reason is that other games are also rising in popularity. And if Riot makes sure they always have content creators making videos about League, the game would have much easier time staying higher up on the video game market. In other words, Riot will now treat content creators as their influencers, which is a win-win scenario for everyone. Now, as a content creator myself, I can tell you my opinions on the perks they are offering right now. So let's have a look. First of all, once you get approved and you become a League of Legends partner, you'll get a reward chroma for the new Divine Sword Irelia, and the skin if you don't own it. Right now, we don't know if this is a new unique kind of chroma, or if it is just a chroma skin for free. Either way, most content creators automatically buy the skins they use in their videos. So a free skin might not be a big deal unless it is unique, but it is a nice gift nonetheless. Next, you'll be able to give away stuff to your audience. My guess is that content creators will be able to give away a small portion of the skins with every video, which will help them get a loyal audience. They will also get a chance to be promoted in the official League of Legends client. From what I've heard, it won't give you ridiculously massive numbers, but it is a nice promotion anyway. It reminds people that you exist. The next reward is dev access. You'll be able to chat with developers about things you may not fully understand. This is crucial when you want your videos to be accurate, especially if you're Jeremy and you need more behind the scenes information. Next we have co-reveals, which simply will allow creators to reveal things together with Riot. The last reward will be event invites. Some partners will be chosen to attend Riot-sponsored league events all over the world, including a global summit for top creators. The global summit is what made me think. Riot may be referring to the World Finals, or they are planning on creating their own annual convention. Something like BlizzCon for Blizzard, one of the hypest conventions for video game fans out there. So finally, Riot may have an event where they can reveal new champions, skins, and in general everything else that isn't just esports. At the end, they also mentioned that there will be more rewards coming soon. So, there will be more announced later. Overall, I am glad that Riot is helping creators stay relevant besides the titans like Fortnite. I'm not saying this just because I am one of these creators, but because this is a really good step to prolonging the life of your game. And now for the final part of this video, let's have a look at the new Ask Riot. Let's start with a massive question, answered by Space North. Will Nexus Blitz be a permanent game mode like ARAM or Summoner's Rift? Because I like playing it so far. We hope so, we like playing Nexus Blitz too. We've seen a lot of positive response so far, and gathered a ton of valuable feedback. And we've been iterating on the map, balance, items, and several events as a result. We still need time to soak in more feedback before we can figure out the next steps for Nexus Blitz though. Nexus Blitz is the first experimental mode that we have put out there. An alpha gameplay prototype that provides a very different experience from what players already have. We are trying to answer a ton of questions while it's live. Is the overall experience fun? How do people feel about this event or that reward? Did we hit needs that aren't as well served in the rest of League? And ultimately, is this a novel experience? Or something that people want to play long term? By the end of the test run on live, we should have a better picture of what worked and what didn't. And whether Nexus Blitz should come back as a second test run, a full launch, or as a rotating game mode, temporary mode that comes back time to time. The next question was answered by Riot Repertoire. Have you thought about removing teleport as a summoner spell? It's been nerfed so many times and it is still always used in pro play, even though it's not that good in solo queue anymore. We've given some consideration to what a world without TP as a summoner would look like, but it's probably unwise to remove the teleport effect from the game entirely because it opens up a lot of strategic options, and is also just fun to use and play around. As such, we want to make sure the effect had a proper home. Maybe that's an item, or an effect that spawns in base, or an attachment to the rune system. Not sure how that would work, but something along those lines. Having it as a summoner in its current form creates some pretty low action game states when it's a go-to choice for many. Displacing TP to another area of the game may even mean we could potentially have a lot of its upsides, with fewer of the early game downsides. And the last question, how do you play Yasuo? Answered by Blaustoys. To play Yasuo, you have to accept that Yasuo is more than a champion. Yasuo is a lifestyle. You buy keycaps to replace QWER with Yasuo's ability symbols. You grow out your hair so you can rock a shitty man bun or ponytail that sticks up in the back. And you carefully slide a few strands. Okay, we get it. This answer is just a massive shitpost answer. But they did give some pretty nice shoutouts to Yasuo streams. That's Yasuo with double S. Also his guide videos, and also an Error Cloud Yasuo montage. But that is it for this episode of Rift News. There were a lot of teasers that gave us a good idea of what will be coming next. The only thing that we still don't understand is the Demacian style prison teaser. This is the only image that we still don't know anything about. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it and subscribe for more lore and news. Links to our social media, Twitch, merch and P.O.Box will be in the description. Of course, massive shout out to our patrons for going the extra mile, you guys are amazing. And with that, thank you all so much for being here and for your support, you know I really appreciate it. And as always, thank you, come again.